Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I am excited to share like a 15 random facts about me video, and I'm not gonna just like rack them off because it would take me I have a terrible ability to focus. I feel like this random facts about me, 15 of them are gonna turn into so many more because they're not just like boom, random fact. Like I tried to take some time and think about it. So if you know me, then you probably know these things. And if you do know me, you might not know some of these things, but if you just follow me on here, chances are you might know some of these, but you probably don't know all of them. So I'm excited to jump into the video, and I hope that this is a great way for you to get to know me a little bit better. And it's kind of like an intro to my channel that I've never filmed, but this will just tell you like a little bit more about me. So tip number one, I married my high school sweetheart. Jay and I met when I was 14, he was 17. We started dating in 2008. And then in 2015, we got engaged, and in 2016, we got married. I'm now 23, and he is now 26, and we are married. Tip number two, growing up, I was terrified to spend the night at a friend's house. I honestly didn't have like a full night sleepover, I don't think, until 6th grade. Maybe. I always cried and I wanted to come home, and then I even cried then, and my friend's dad was like, no, you're just gonna stay, you can do it, like it's okay. So I was always cried to go home. Even from family's house, like I would cry to go home. That was just my thing to do. I like slept with my parents. I just was like terrified to sleep anywhere else. Random fact number three is that I did attend the College of William & Mary. I graduated from there with a degree in public policy in 2012. No, I graduated high school in 2012. I graduated from William & Mary in 2016, last year. So it was my dream school. I always wanted to go there. My cousin went there. It was just like my dream school. It's like a local school, and it's a beautiful campus. I never really felt like I fit in there, but I'm really proud that I went and I graduated. Tip number four is, you could probably guess this, but I'm really awkward. Like I feel like I just have awkward encounters. I have like terrible jokes that I think are really funny, and half of them are inappropriate, and then I just make like weird comments, and I feel like people think I'm weird. So I'm kind of a little bit awkward. Random fact number five is that growing up, my parents owned a restaurant. So when I was like between 5th and 6th grade, my parents purchased a restaurant, and then they sold it like the end of my high school career. And high school career, awkward again. They sold it like when I was getting out of high school and college, going to college. So I spent a lot of time in the restaurant business, and it's like not very fun, but I learned a lot from being there, and it was exciting. So that's kind of like neat. I don't know if you know that about me. Maybe so, I don't know. Number six, when I was younger, I broke both of my legs, not at the same time, but within the same year. So I broke one in the spring, and then when I healed, so I jumped out of a tree and broke one of my legs. I was in a cast from the top of my toes to the top of my thigh. And once that healed and I was finally able to do things again, I was riding a horse and I fell off and broke the other leg, and had the same kind of cast situation for a number of weeks after that. But those are the only broken bones I've ever had. 2 broken legs, or 1 each broken leg. Number 7, so I started my YouTube channel first, and then I started my blog, but I didn't tell people for years. Like people I knew, I didn't tell anyone up until like 2 years ago, and then I still didn't really do it that much. Like I didn't like sharing my blog posts on my Facebook because I was so embarrassed. Like I thought people would find out and think I was so weird and all of that jazz. So it's kind of like just recently that I have become like more comfortable with it, and even then I still feel like so awkward when people ask me about it, and they're like, who do you think you are? Like you talk to a camera? I don't know. So it's kind of weird, but I love it and I enjoy doing this so much. So that was that. Random fact number 8, I think probably like if I polled my favorite food of my lifetime, it was probably cheese fries. I love cheese fries. I always have loved cheese fries. So number 9 would probably be alcohol. Not alcohol, but I figured I would share random bits about my favorite drinks. So I love champagne, I really like bourbon, and I like dark beer. And wine. Wine's good too. Random tip number 10, or fact number 10, was my first vehicle was actually a diesel truck. If I can find a picture, I will insert it so you can see it. It was a Dodge 3500. It was 4-door and a long bed, and it was a boss, and it taught me how to drive. So it was also my uncle's, who passed away several years ago, so it meant more to me than anything in the world. It just got too big for me to drive, and it was hard to park at the mall. And I wish we would have not like let it go out of my family, but we did. And but yeah, that was my first car, and it was really cool. Very special to me. Random tip number 11 is I love all kinds of music. I love like oldies, I love Sam Cooke, I love the Beach Boys, I love country music, I love Tim McGraw, Alan Jackson, I like older country. But if you like ride with me in the car, chances are you're gonna catch me listening to like rap music. Like I love Eazy-E and Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg. So those are some of my favorites. Number 12 is I'm very sensitive. I've always been such a sensitive person, and I'm very emotional. I'm just an emotional person. I'm very passionate, and so that is like sensitive, emotional, passionate, I feel like are all like a bundle deal. So with a very passionate person also comes a very sensitive and emotional person. So I will like work really hard to get something, and I have a very, very hard time quitting. Like you might be thinking, you've been doing this for years and you're not like a success. Why don't you quit? I can't. Like I just can't. That's me. But I'm also very sensitive. Like I cry a lot. I had a major meltdown this morning. So that's it. Number 13 is I'm like terrified to hurt other people's feelings. Like even if it is just like the cashier at the grocery store, like I have to be overly nice. And I'm like constantly thinking, did I offend them? Like I don't want to say something. Like I'm always like, yes ma'am, thank you, no ma'am, yes sir, no sir. Like I feel like I'm there to make their life easier, and I have to be. It's so weird. I don't know. But I'm also like in the way of like not wanting to hurt other people's feelings. I'm also like very protective over people in my squad, you know? And by squad, I mean my family, mostly my husband. Like I am just very protective over my family and my friends and my dog. He is my favorite. I'm like thinking of things I want to add in here. So this isn't probably going to be 15. It's probably going to be more than 15. But yeah, so like I'm scared to hurt other people's feelings, but I'm also very protective. And if it like comes to somebody hurting somebody that like I love and I know, then I will hurt their feelings. Like no problem. So number 14 is I love to dance, and Jay loves to dance too. So like if you go out with us and we're like going to like anywhere, and there's music and there's alcohol, like we're gonna shut it down. We're gonna shut that place down. No problem. That's us. We're gonna dance. We love to dance. Number 15 is family over everything. I have a big family. I have the best family. I have family that doesn't want to be family. It doesn't matter. Like we are family and we love each other, and it doesn't really matter like what you do. If anybody tries to like challenge or cross our family, like we're gonna put you in your place. Like it's not gonna happen. We are a family, and that's just how it goes. So I figured I would throw in a few extra things because I thought of them like along the way, and all the ones I thought of I forgot except for one, and that was Diesel, who's right here beside me. So you've probably seen Diesel. We mostly call him Worm, but his name was Diesel, and he was a gift to me. He was born in 2010, I think, 2010, and so he'll be 7 this year, and he was like a Christmas present for me, but I couldn't get him until January, so I just got his bed for Christmas. I was so excited to get him when we got him. He was the runt of the litter, and so he was really sick. And he had an ear infection, and he had so many problems throughout his life. He's like my little sick, troubled child, but he is my favorite. I will do anything for this dog. I will die for this dog. He is my best friend. I recently read an article, and it was like talking about how like the dog in your 20s is like life-changing or something like that. But that is truly the case for me. He is my best friend. He's my ride or die. And I love my bug. So when he was a puppy, he actually like got attacked by another dog. And so he had to get like drains put in. He was not at my house when he got attacked by another dog, but he was at like the neighbor's house. All the dogs in the neighborhood were like, they played together and they like would hang out together. And so he was at their house. And so I was very angry, but he's a good boy. So that's that. I'm sure I forgot things, but if you want to leave questions down below, maybe I'll do a Q&A so you can leave your questions for me down below if I didn't cover something or if you want to know something else, and I will film a Q&A if I have enough questions. I've said that before, but I never have enough questions. It's easier, like, if 3 people leave questions, it's easier for me to just reply, like, what the question, like, the answer. So if I have enough questions, I'll film a Q&A, and yeah. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please let me know, and also follow me on social media. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe so you can see more, and I will see you guys next time. Bye guys.